Warning: the love virus is highly contagious. Spread at your own risk.
Hey, love. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Shantae Yvette. I may laugh, I may cry, I may stumble over my words, but no matter what, I'll show up as me in whatever form decides to rise today. I promise to be real, present, and human with you. So let's dive in. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you love this podcast, and also comment as well. Thank you.
For the longest time, I have felt like I have not been completely like a part of this world. Like I felt like I was just here. I felt like I'm like some type of weird alien being or something that didn't fit, like it didn't fit me, because when you look around at how people in the world operate, like the materialism, the selfishness, the uncaring nature, the negativity, the using people for their own personal gain, just all of these low vibrational things, I felt like was not who I am. I am a very caring, loving, understanding, non-judgmental person. So therefore, I felt I didn't fit in at all. Like I would always stick up for people who are being bullied. Like I would literally almost get into fights for sticking up with these people. And I just felt like, why am I here? Why am I here again? But then as I continue on this journey, I sit back, meditate, communicate to the divine, and eventually some information was revealed to me that I'm not meant to fit in with the crowd. I am meant to be the bridge between both spiritual and physical realms. I said, this explains a lot, because I've always been able to see into the spiritual realm. And I've always felt like, why me? Why me? I didn't like it because at the time, seeing into those spiritual realms, and if you're in a low vibrational place, state of consciousness, you see the most low vibrational beings. And it's very scary to be able to see those beings. So that alone just made me feel like I didn't belong at neither here nor there. So I always felt like, why me? But now I get it. I understand it. They don't scare me anymore because I realize I am bigger than that. I am bigger than what the low vibrational beings want to grab me and pull me back down towards that level again. And I'm bigger than that. At this point, they are like little ants to me. They are ants. They're a non-factor because I realize my purpose is greater than what anyone, even me, can even realize my purpose is. And you have to be like that. You have to get your mind to a place of knowing that you are worth more than you can ever imagine. Knowing that you are more powerful than you can ever imagine. You have to say positive affirmations every day. Every single day, because it's people out here trying to bring you down. It's people, like with me meditating now, like an hour a day. I do 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. So it equals out to be an hour a day. And even some of these meditations that they have, like on YouTube or subliminal messages, you have to be mindful of the energy put into it, because I realize, I was having so many positive, angelic type of dreams. And I started listening to these subliminal messages on this particular video. Now, granted, my mind has been forever changed because, like I say, I do positive affirmations. I meditate. I keep a positive outlook on life no matter what happens. No matter what happens. I've had a little nuances that happen, and I always try to keep a brighter look, like a nail went in my tire. What I said. Well, this is aggravating, but thankfully I have a spare. Thankfully I have a spare. But I didn't need the spare because the air isn't going out anymore. It just hasn't been going out because I've been keeping a positive attitude and an outlook on it. I'm just like, it is what it is. But those subliminal messages that were I find out that I was listening to, which would explain why my dreams ended up being so negative, because it was trying to infiltrate my subconscious, but I was fighting it. I was fighting in the dream. I done crushed up beings. It was so many, what they call familiar spirits in my dreams. And I said, hold up. This is something new. I didn't realize it was the me meditating to those subliminals that was affecting my dream state. Didn't think nothing of it because in my life, everything was fine. Everything, depending on what I listen to. Shoot, I have a great day. People give me free stuff all the time. So I'm thinking, okay, it's just something I may be internally not processing. But no, it's not me, because I asked. I said, why am I having these things that's aggravating me come in trying to figure out what I'm doing to try to infiltrate and stop me from doing what I'm supposed to do? To try to infiltrate and stop me from fulfilling my purpose. And then I get shown this video that basically says the same video that I have been listening to was some bad subliminals in it. So I said, well, I'm glad that my mind is blocking it, because I know whatever it was saying is not aligned to my highest self. It's not aligned to my high vibrational timeline, which I am currently on. So therefore, you're instantly blocked. And it's crazy because on this journey, you have to deal with people like that, or that's just want to bring you down. You can be trying to do something so good, like meditating, like you're supposed to, and yet you listen to the wrong meditation, and if your mind isn't there, you're messed up. You got to start from ground zero to get it back on the level that it originally was coming up to. But thankfully, I'm protected. Thankfully, I realize my power. That's why it's vital for you to do the work. Really love on yourself. Really get to the nitty-gritty of your traumatic responses. Get to the nitty-gritty of who you are as a person and accept every part of you, good, bad, ugly, and indifferent. Because there are beings out here that want to see you back in the prison that you have came out of. Don't allow them to do that, because you are stronger. And they know this. They know this. They really know this. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it because when I tell you about my dream and I just was fighting them off, I ain't have to do much. I just wave my hand and they crush into a little ball, or I turn into a dragon and light them on fire because they are so minute. I remember telling one said, "Oh, I'm a demon." I said, what's a dragon to a demon? You have to be like that. What is a dragon to a demon? Because a demon, anything low vibrating, needs your energy to survive. Therefore, they don't have their own energy. So therefore, what are they? Nothing. Nothing. When you're a light worker, they are nothing and they are scared. Let them be scared. I see it as motivation for me to be better, for me to continue on this road, because you are scared. You will come. Familiar spirits, all they can do is talk about the past. My dad actually told me that. And I said, you know what? They really do. They just talk about the past. That's all they can do is bring up the past and try to drag you back to the past. And the past is no longer relevant when you're living it now, in the present, and into the future. It's no more relevant. So no point in bringing up the past. And they also, I've noticed, cannot give you angel numbers. And whenever, you ask, oh, give me a number. What's today's date? What's the birthday? They cannot answer that because they don't speak the angelic code language. They don't speak the angelic code language. And they also cannot, they can't read, be telepathic. They can't, like angels, they can do all that. High vibrational beings, they can do all that. They can tell you the future, your right now, and give you angel numbers. They can tell you all that. They cannot. Low vibrational beings cannot. And you know what? I'm so glad I had seen that video to stop me from listening to that, because, quite frankly, it was getting on my nerves with having to fight off those beings, because they're just a nuisance. They're just like, what the hell is y'all doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Not only that, they stink as hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Low vibrational beings, they stink. They smell like trash, and they smell like, I can't. It just smell like, like a dumpster. Like, and they will try to trick you too, because they tried. They tried to trick me by covering them up with some perfume or cologne. And I said, it smells like cologne, but you still smell like trash. And I know that you're not supposed to be here. So, cancel that out. Don't talk to them. Don't tell them any information when you see them in your dreams. Don't do any of that, because they're just trying to collect information to try to use it against you, to bring you down. They can't use anything against me to bring me down, because I've accepted all parts of me. And I'm no longer afraid. Don't give in. Be strong. Realize you are worthy of all the love. Realize you are more powerful than even you can imagine. Realize you are an infinite being. You are an infinite being. Realize that. Once I realized that I was not a part of either or, and I've been okay with just being in between. It's a very lonely road. It's very lonely. You don't have any friends. Hell, I can't even talk to anybody, at least many people, about what I'm telling y'all right here, because y'all would probably think I am crazy as hell. But it doesn't matter, because I know it's people out there that needs to hear this. It's people out here that have gone through this and are going through this and will be going through this. Don't be scared, because you're more powerful than those dark beings. You're more powerful than them. Know that you are worthy and appreciated, and it will be a time when those people that are meant for you will come to you and seek you out. Just be patient, be kind, have grace and forgiveness with yourself and others, and unconditional love. Unconditional love and surrender is what you're going to need on this journey.
You have now been infected with the love virus.